2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Luke Elvey, Rich Bean here in the booth. This week, we're taking in the beauty of the Jacobson Homestead Ridge. What do the players face off the first tee?
Well, nothing beautiful about this except for the scenery. 496 yards from the back tees. Players must avoid the fairway bunker down the left-hand side off the tee, but don't bail out right. Some massive trees will block you out. Second shot slightly downhill to a green that slopes from right to left. Only 2 bunkers on this hole, Luke. Avoid them both at all costs.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it. Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Time now for the 4th shot. Ooh, that almost went down. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is a must-make, guys. They've got this for bogey.
That starts off on a good line.
Yep, that's disappointing. Getting underway over par. That never helps.
Just the thing they didn't want to have happen. An opening bogey. Hopefully that does not set the tone for the rest of the day.
He's in a share of 15th. Trying to shake off the bogey on the last hole as they step onto this tee. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there. Get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Let's see what happens here at the 3rd hole. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. From around 170 yards here,
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
That's heading further left than they wanted, I think. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Oh, look at that. The wind just wreaking havoc with that shot. Disappointing.
Didn't that look good for a long time? Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. And down it goes. Sitting at 1 over for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Gee, there's some energy and action going on all around this property. Wonder what's happened. Going with the 7. Well, they'd love a little bounce to the right here. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
What an amazing shot.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Whoa, back there, horsey. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Has to putt this one downhill.
Get excited. This could go in. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. Oh, Canada. Brooke Henderson leads this tournament. Next up is this par 4 hole. That should find the fairway. Well, this is what you call an underdog. But the PGA Tour, we've seen plenty of those underdogs get up and win. Do you think this player's got what it takes?
The PGA Tour is full of underdogs that can flat out play, Luke. This is just another one of those scenarios. This player is someone to watch.
Well, that's a handy shot. This putt to join those amongst the top 10 on the leaderboard. That's the right pace. This should drop. And gets that putt of distance to go. And what a way to jump into the top 10. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful out of the sand. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Here we are at the 6th hole. That's tidy. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 12th.
Rich, we saw it right throughout Tiger Woods' career, just epic shot after epic shot. What was the best shot you ever saw Tiger hit?
We were playing in 2002 in the Grand Slam of golf over in Hawaii. Justin Leonard, Davis Love, Tiger, and myself. And we, on the second day, wind's blowing at a pretty good clip on the par 5. I think it was number 7. And you had to bust 2 shots to get there. Nobody, I mean, it was nearly impossible. And in fact, it was impossible, 3 out of the 4 of us, to get it home in 2. Well, Tiger gets up there on this par 5 the second day, and he's already leading by like 800, I think. And he drills one right down the middle. I lay up with a 3-wood. That's how hard it's going. I lay up with a 3-wood to about 70, 80 yards. And this little green is a little peninsula. It kind of goes from left to right, a little bit of a fade if you're a right-handed player, with water on the front part of the green and the pins over in the back right. And he gets up there and smokes driver off the deck into about a 25-mile-an-hour wind to about 6 feet away. And I look over at my caddy and I go, is this for real? I mean, are you sure that we're not in a video game right now? Because that's just not possible. I mean, it literally, the second shot off the deck with the driver was hit about forehead high and traveled about 270 into the wind. And the ball just kind of hung there, seemingly just about 20 feet off the ground, just hung there and kept hanging, kept hanging, kept hanging, and fell right exactly where he wanted it to. It was unbelievable. And at that moment in time, you kind of sit there and look at yourself on the inside and you go, whew, I don't have that shot, and I don't even know how to make up for a shot like that I don't have. You just knew that you're just kind of sitting there watching something that nobody else in the game can do. It's phenomenal.
From about 100 yards, and only one off the pace here. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Yeah, this is looking nice.
Just didn't drop. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
And not a bad approach. He'll be putting.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
No surprise to see Colin Morikawa have a few more highlights. Let's take a look at this one. And back to the play, shall we? And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. This one's dialed in. Well, what a way to bounce back. Nice putt to hole. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling. That one's heading down Broadway. Second shot here on the 9th. Opting for the 5-iron. And here we are with the third shot. Just 2 shots behind. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And this putt coming up for his par. The putt drops, and we're moving on. And as we transition into the back 9, Rich, what are you seeing out there so far?
1 back, 9 to go, Luke. This is getting interesting.
Fortune favours the brave. Plenty of bravery here. Out comes the driver.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
Sitting at 1 under the car, tied for 5th. Well, it's fair to say that fortune favours the brave, Rich.
Yes, it does. And being just 1 shot back, things are getting interesting.
An eagle putt awaits.
Eagle. Shit.
Was on a good line. 7-footer right here.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
We can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. And with that hole behind them, they're sitting in 2nd place, behind the leader, Brooke Henderson.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Teeing off now at the 11th hole.
That dog will hunt.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Straight back up into the breeze.
China.
A tough one.
China. I'm leaving.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Let's go to John Rahm.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Oh, that's unlucky. A buried line, the bunker. Doesn't get much harder. Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is huge for momentum. Gotta try and hold this. This for par.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here at the 12th. Going with the 6-iron here. A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Colin Morikawa as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
And this putt to move into a tie for first. I like the look of this. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will take him to 3 under. And with that hole, this player is currently tied for first with Brooke Henderson.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Beautiful swing there. Eddie, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. This one looks like it's going left.
I didn't see that outcome from that lie. That was great work.
This is from miles away.
This for a birdie run.
Ooh. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. 4 feet to the cup. Oh, what a stroke. He's currently in the second position. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par fours on the back nine here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th, playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously, a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
A few shots under par at the moment, just behind the leader. Opting for the 6 iron. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Getting ready to play their third. Just one stroke off the lead. Oh, can you believe it? That's remarkable. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Now look how they attacked this one.
Currently 4 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Well, let's get amongst this 15th hole. Good shot there. That's a fairway finder for sure. And there's highlights of plenty out there on the golf course. Let's take a look at this incredible shot.
This is his third.
Okay, time to return to the action. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
A good chance to move to 6 under par here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
That'll sting a bit. An opportunity for a birdie here. The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
1 ahead with 4 to go. Can they settle their nerves?
And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Going with the pitching wedge here. Oh, that's a great approach shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it. Little birdie look in here.
That was a gallant attempt. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Oh, just missed. Putting now for a bogey. Well, that's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. He finds himself in a share of the lead. A chance to put last hole's bogey behind them here at this tee. That a boy, good shot. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Got to make sure to control the flight here because the wind, well, is straight into their face.
Opting for the 3-wood. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Oh, that's frustrating. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. This looks good. Well done. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm. Playing this shot from about 180 yards.
Straight downwind, tough to put a lot of spin on it and hold the green.
That is one of the best shots you will see.
Almost a gimme birdie there, Luke. Fantastic.
Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead, and it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Going with the 5-iron here. That was a little loose. Don't expect a good lie here. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
Hitting it over here in the first place was just awful. I would blame his caddy.
They're in the bunker. Got a chance to get up and down. And this putt for a final score of 69. That wasn't your best effort, was it? This putt is for double bogey. And that'll bring an end to today's proceedings. And what an absolute shame that is, Rich. The win looked like it was in the bag too.
You gotta wonder, what exactly were they thinking? Obviously, they weren't thinking about much of anything because it just kept getting worse and worse. The decisions just weren't there. It's hard not to blame the caddy on part of this.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. Luke Ilvey alongside Rich Beam here in Las Vegas. It's known as Sin City, but we're at TPC Summerlin for the golf. What's this course like?
This golf course historically plays firm and fast and yields lots of birdies. So players going into this week know full well that they have to have the putter going. They need to hit a lot of greens, but they also need to make sure that they're making 5, 6, 7 birdies a day out there. Because if they're not, if they're struggling with birdies and only making pars, then the entire field is going to pass them by. It's a great opportunity because historically the wind doesn't blow very much and all the par 5s are reachable, but still having to make birdies, knowing you need to make birdies, isn't always the easiest thing.
We're in Vegas, and you can even see the famous strip from the golf course. Do the players need to roll the dice, have a little gamble out on that course?
I think you have to gamble everywhere on the PGA Tour, but in Las Vegas, I think it's required, isn't it?
Be rude not to. Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty.
You've been here a long time, haven't you, today? You have way too much energy for me.
Caffeine's just kicking in now.
Oh, boy.
Oh, so close. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. He's currently tied for 9th. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back.
John, give us an update. What's shaking?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 7th hole.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the second. This putt was about 8 feet. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. Currently 1 under for the round.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The third hole at TPC Summerland is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way.
You can hear the excitement in the air. It's starting to build.
And now we go to the 6th where this happened just a moment ago. That is hunting for the hole. Setting up in some very deep rough.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That's a smart option. Back into the fairway. And here we are with the third shot. And here we are with their fourth. Beauty of a chip shot there.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
This is a bogey putt coming up. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach.
Nicely done.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. He's 2 shots back. Even for the day, in a share of 8th position. If he makes this, he'll save his par. Be the ball, Danny. No. Nice little putt to hole, that one. And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par. The 5th at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole, ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Just needs this one to kick right. John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we are checking in with John Rahm as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
How close was that to going down? Let's return to live play now. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Well, you like the look of those hands.
Judging it beautifully.
And he needs this to save par. Job done. Let's head to the next. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a staking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. You like that, didn't you? Around 110 yards to go. 3 strokes off the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here. A bit wild on approach there.
A bit short with that effort.
Did you flinch? That wasn't flushed. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
Great touch.
And this next putt, it's for bogey. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Now just one over par. Oh, stop it. What a shot. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
Yes, they've made it. And they'll move into the top 10.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set for her next shot here on the 12th.
Oh dear, that's on the beach. It's time to check on the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Going with the 5-wood. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. That drive, heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick, ended up in the rough.
Here's a look at John Rahm from earlier. Fine shot from our player currently chasing the leader. And back to the course with the live action. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Smart shot, always back into the fairway as a safe play. Playing their 4th shot, just 3 strokes back. $18 feet to the cup.
Solid little par putt here.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. This one's for bogey.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
And that goes down for a bogey. Patrick Cantlay currently in the lead. The 10th at TPC Sutherland is the beginning hole of a back nine that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back nine with a birdie.
Pretty good shot there.
And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Getting ready to play their third. Currently 4 shots off the pace. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
No, that's too bad. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Some damage limitation. This one for a bogey. It's looking solid.
And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Patrick Cantlay is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-stroke lead. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Sutherland 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green. That's a high caliber shot. As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Sutherland, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it.
I got to say, his short game is one of the best in the game.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And that will drop in for birdie. Patrick Cantlay finds himself 1 shot clear at the top of the leaderboard. The 12th here at Sutherland is another short par 4, 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Oh, that's a sweet-looking swing, that one. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water. Time now for the fourth shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Going with the pitching wedge here. Left yourself an opportunity. And how about this highlight recently at the 14th? Let's get back to it, shall we? Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this next putt here is for a double bogey. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now 5 strokes behind. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you're giving yourself the right number because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Xander Schauffele as he gets set for his next shot here on the 16th.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Sitting at 3 over. Little chance to sneak inside top 20 in the standings here with this putt.
Surely it's going to.
Not sure if they understood the lie of the land there, Rich. Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
Nice little par putt here.
Hey, that's a chance. Patrick Cantlay's heading the field in this one. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Lovely effort, that. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Oh, that one was zooming past the hole. Putting for par.
This has a real chance.
Oh, that's a ripper. And Patrick Cantlay, currently our leader. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. Quality shot, that one. Time for the second shot at the 15th. And here we are with the third shot. That's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Oh, Dr. Chipinski strikes again.
A par putt awaits. Yep, he'll take that. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well because getting down from over the back is not that easy. Opting for the 5-iron. And that shot back in the fairway. Getting ready to play their third. Setting up miles from the hole. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. 7 feet to the cup. Just didn't drop. And this one is for bogey. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. Let's catch up with another Jon Rahm highlight, shall we? Our player currently in second, making a really great shot. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 measuring just under 200 yards from the tips. The green shapes hard right to left towards that water hazard. Make sure you're clever at shaping your ball, or don't take on any hole location that's tucked in near to the water. Going with the 5-iron here.
Put the indicator on and it's taking a right turn.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green. Well, there's the line, the green side bunker. Can they get this one up and down? That one just missed the hole. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Ouch, that hurts. Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
You're making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. well done. Summerlin.
This green is very long and yet very narrow. It is tough to get the judgment with your second shot spot on pin high wise. However, there's still chances to make a birdie should you need one to win the tournament.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's some good golf right there. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That was a gallant attempt. Just this putt remaining for a round of 76. Whew, had a fair bit of pace on that one. Putting for bogey here.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
And this putt for a final score of 78. Okay, steady now. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. And another round safely in the books. And as this event comes to an end, I'm pretty sure this player will be rueing some poor mistakes.
Tough tournament all around for this player. Better days ahead for them, I'm sure.
Well, that'll just about do it. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Champions Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, I'm ready to get stuck into it, so let's go right into this opening hole.
Well, it's a really cool opening tee shot with the city views in the background. However, don't get lulled to sleep because you got to hit a good tee shot to avoid all 4 bunkers that dot this fairway, both right and left. Second shot, slightly uphill to, again, a green that's well protected by bunkers both right and left. An opening par here is a fantastic score.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today.
Well, you love this player. Why wouldn't you wait to see how this player plays? You have a poster of this player at home, don't you?
A 2.
Okay.
Nicely done. This shot here near the 200-yard marker. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. This looks to be heading to the green. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
It's on a great line. It was on a good line. Just 3 feet to the cup. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
He finds himself in a share of 7th. Time to tee off at the second. Not sure if this one will stay on the short grass.
John, give us a small update.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Bubba Watson as he gets set for his next shot here on the 4th.
Setting up in the first cut here. And back to the play, shall we? Second shot on the second. Oh, that was pure. And here we are with the third shot. Going with the hybrid. Well played. Good look at birdie here. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
That's a good putt to make, that one. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Oh my, that was launched. Second shot here on the 3rd. That got a little out of control, I think.
And coming up well short.
This would be a great up and down. And here we are with their 4th. Oh, I thought that one was going in. A bogey putt awaits. Ooh, nice line. And that'll be a bogey for them on this hole. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Here we are at Echo Park Golf Club, the 4th hole, and it's a big brute of a par 4.
Off the tee, your eyes look down the left-hand side and see 2 massive bunkers and obviously the water. So anything right of that is just fine. If you find the fairway, second shot is downhill just a little bit to a long, narrow green that has got bunkers down the right-hand side. Distance control with that second shot is absolutely imperative if they want to have a good look at birdie.
Great shot. Henny, what have they got in front of them here?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
That was special. And this putt to move into the top 10. Always good to lead the bounce back category. That's a good stat. And he dances his way into the top 10 after that delightful shot. Let's go to John Rahm. Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's got roughly 105 yards here.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. So after that hole, he's now up to even with the card. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
4 left.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up. From the sand, are they able to get up and down? And if this can go down, he'll save par. That's frustrating. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. Good stroke. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold. John, do you have any info down there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Bubba Watson as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
Time for the 5th shot. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Sitting at 1 over. Chosen the pitching wedge here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Opportunity to make their par. Don't mind the look of this. Nicely holed. And for par. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. We've arrived at a par 5. That should find the cut stuff. Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier.
Second shot here. Pretty straightforward shot, about what you'd expect to see from this player.
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. There was a big impact for a lot of players playing alongside Tiger Woods. They almost got sort of, spooked by the occasion. Why was that?
More than anything else, it's the fact that they're playing in front of more people than they ever had in their life before. And this rings true for, I think, every single player out there, whether it was Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, anybody from that era. You had more eyeballs on you at that moment than anybody else, because Tiger carried the biggest crowds every single tournament. And so sometimes it would be uncomfortable, even for the most accomplished players out there. Some of them will tell you, no, it wasn't a big deal, but I can promise you it got their attention, and it probably helped them in a certain sense, because when you played in front of that many people, Luke, you wanted to focus. You wanted to put your best foot forward, because there is no worse feeling in the world than going out and laying an egg in front of 30,000 people. I can promise you that. That's why I enjoyed playing with him, because when you went out there, you knew you had to play well. You didn't want to embarrass yourself in front of all those people.
What's in front of them, Henny?
15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 3 feet to go here to the hole. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Sitting at 2 over for the day. We've reached the 8th hole. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one looks like it's going right.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Didn't that look good for a long time? This putt for par here. That's pretty tidy. And down she goes. Our current leader is enjoying a two-stroke lead. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. That's nicely done. Opting for the 5-iron. Oh, absolutely flushed. And a chance for a spot in the top 20 on the leaderboard. Ooh. Putting for a par now.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And let's take a look at this shot from a moment ago.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Well struck. We'll now move over to Jon Rahm. That's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted.
Oh, stop it. What a way to make your par.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
Getting ready to play their third. Nice recovery there.
Such soft hands.
Just a 4-footer remaining.
This is their look at birdie. Yep, tracking nicely.
Well played. Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. The 11th at Echo Park is a par 4 stretching at 430 from the back tees.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
From around 180 yards out, 5 strokes behind our leader. Going with the 7.
Aisle 1, sunscreen. That's exactly what they're going to need, headed to the sand.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
One's online. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. On the tee of a par 3. And choosing the 8-iron here.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Not the result they were after there. Time to step into the bunker now. Getting ready to play their 3rd. 5 shots off the lead. Ooh, that almost went down. This next putt is for bogey. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Well, let's catch up with this play just a moment ago.
3rd shot now.
So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Well, the 13th hole here at Echo Park Golf Club is not as kind. A big hole at 504 from the tips.
Well, thankfully, it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course, that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down the right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Check out what they do on this approach. Let's return to live play now. Playing this shot from around 220 yards here, 5 strokes behind our leader. Opting for the 5-wood.
This one heading to the bunker.
Well, a little off the target with that one. Sitting at a couple of shots over par. Moving on up the leaderboard, always impressive. They can see the top 20 from here. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And a par putt awaits him. It's tracking. Yeah, good job. Nice par. Currently at 2 over par. Setting up now on a par 4. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
Opting for the 9-iron. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
And that will drop in for a birdie. Now 5 strokes behind. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum. Is this one heading into the sand? Here's a look at Rambo from a moment ago.
This was his third.
And back to the course with the live action. Found the sand just off the fairway here. Let's see what they can do.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
Found the green side rough. How close was that to going down? And he needs this to save par.
Their short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
And 1 over par now, heading to the stretch. A chance to lift. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Stepping up to the 16th tee now. Going with the pitching wedge here. That's going right. That's disappointing. No green in red, but a chance to save their par. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Love watching this player around the greens.
This is a par putt. That will work. Currently at +1 for the day. Here we are at the 17th tee. That looks to be a fairway finder to me. Let's head to the last hole for this wonderful highlight.
Watch this putt.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, tidy looking shot that. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Looks good.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Now take the stroll to the final tee of this round.
Wow, I didn't even know they had this power. Great drive.
And Rich, this player is competitive, but they've got to find another way to go to the next level.
They've only had a couple of top fives on the season this year. It's just, it's good, but it needs to get better in order to turn great and get that first win.
Yeah, good aggressive play and almost rewarded by finding the green.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt. Just didn't drop. And this putt for a final score of 72. And that'll do it for this player at this tournament. So as the week comes to a conclusion, just outside the top 10, but more points to add to their FedEx Cup list.
A couple of bright spots in there. A top 20 finish in the PGA Tour event is still a solid showing.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.